awareness and attention to the small details, and yeah, I think it was a game where we show a lot of maturity. We wanted to win, and we tried everything that was possible. After we didn't, went all in, because in this type of game, when you face one team that decide to play a very clever game, one situation could cost the full game. So I think we did a really mature match.
And do you think it's penalty, the Dennis goal in the area of Benfica?
It's not to think or not. The rules are clear. If the t-shirt is going to be pulled, it's penalty.
RTP.
Hello, good evening. Manuel Fernandes Silva for RTP. One of your first substitutions was Pablo Rosario for Gabri Veiga, and not Rodrigo Mora, for instance. What did you felt at the time? That you needed a more defensive option because the game was somehow dangerous for your team?
No, the game was a big game with a lot of moments of open pitch. The couple in that side against Rios, that is a very physical player, in my opinion, demands certain characteristics. So it was the way that I read the game, to have Pablo inside as a first substitution, also because we had Alberto that could be as well at some point a player that could drop, because it was the first time for the 90 minutes, and Pablo could play there. So the idea was to start with Pablo, and after, according to the situation, to move around.
Atrás, CNN.
I coach João, TVI CNN. Mourinho said that the both teams were pragmatic, and also FC Porto did not risk a lot. Do you agree with that, this analysis? And also, if the draw is a good result for you, because you put Benfica also in 4 points of distance and Sporting 3 points?
I think we played both teams with a lot of maturity, clever, pragmatic. That is not a bad word, not at all. Is to be absolutely coherent and conscious about the type of game. I saw a lot of coaches losing matches with against Mourinho in this way, with one moment, one opportunity, and one situation. So we played our game. We tried everything, and I think we deserve a bit more. Let me say, after the game was quite balanced, but I think the three biggest chances of the game were clearly in our side. And yeah, to play against Benfica and to concede just one shot on target from a free kick from 30 meters, I think says a lot. Another clean sheet. If the point is what we wanted, no. We want the three, but we have to accept this one and to move forward.
CMTV.
Good evening, Mr. Farioli, Sergio Cardoso from CMTV Canal Now. I would like to ask you, Bednarek said that Benfica came here at Dragão to survive. I would like to ask you, do you agree with this idea from Bednarek?
Benfica, they came here with, I think, the desire to play a certain game. And to be fair, I respect a lot how they played. I said in my previous interview, I mean, it's not myself that I discovered this one, but how the mister and the coach is able to convince the player to have, this spirit and this sacrifice and this humbleness, to convince top players to stay so compact, so mentalized defensively, is something really remarkable. So there is just to say congratulations to Benfica for the amazing work that they did off the ball. And from our side, I think we managed quite well to generate...
I'm sorry, with that idea, you said that you studied a lot the Jose Mourinho from the previous games and the games in England.
Yeah, I already mentioned
was it a surprise, this Benfica, or not?
No. Honestly, I was expecting a bit different way of pressing, not the type of game. And I think the game was very clear that demands to us a lot of maturity, and I think we proved maturity in many moments. So again, I'm happy with the result, and especially with the performance of the team.
TSF.
Hi, Francisco Farioli, Tiago Barquinha Gonçalves para TSF. How do you felt after your first classic in Dragão?
I think the atmosphere was incredible. I didn't go out for the warm-up, but even staying inside, I felt since 8:30 the stadium was on fire. The support has been great in every moment, so fantastic. Unfortunately, we couldn't manage to give the 3 points to our supporters, but in the other side, I think if we make a cold reflection, considering where we were and where we are, we have to be happy.
0-0.
Hello, Coach. Renato Soares from 0-0. Now that you have played against Sporting and Benfica, your main rivals, do you think you have the most capable team in this league? Thank you.
I think we play against Sporting and Benfica, but this say anything because we have to play so many other matches, and the reality that you have to compete always at your best. We are not here to make calculation. We are not here to look too far. Now we will give a few days for the players that are not going to be with the national team to refresh, because we need and they deserve. And after from the next week to start to work really hard to prepare our next matches. As you know, we are going to play 6 matches, 5 away. So it's going to be an interesting month of October.
Ali atrás, aqui embaixo.
Hello, Coach Pedro Moraes from Record. Before the match, Sporting lost points to Braga, which means that Porto could leave here today with 7 points ahead of Benfica and 5 ahead of Sporting. Do you feel you lost a good chance to make a good difference for your rivals? And also, I would like to ask you if you don't think that the way the game was, Rodrigo Mora could have played a bit more minutes because he entered, he created a chance. Do you think now that he could have made a difference if he entered sooner?
So your question is full of if. And it's very complicated to answer. About the results, I didn't know. I just saw now the results, and again the race is with ourselves in a way that we have to be focused on us. We cannot. I just mentioned this one few minutes ago. No calculation, not with a calculator in front of us to understand. No, it's just we need to play, keep playing, keep performing in a certain level, and it is what it is. About the substitution, first, after, 10 minutes before, 10 minutes later, not to make it or whatever it is. This is what I felt during the game, and yeah, with few centimeters later, we were here to celebrate something else. So I think it was fair enough what we did, and I'm happy with what the players did, the contribution of the player that they enter, and to be honest, I will not change that much from what we did.
Bola na rede.
Good evening, Coach. Rodrigo Lima, bola na rede. Benfica's strategy limited Alan Varela's game, and Rios and Enzo followed Gabri Veiga and Victor Froholt very closely, which opened some space in the central area at times. Do you think a better connection between Samu and the midfielders could have helped Porto create more dangerous situation, especially in the first half? Thank you.
Yes, I think a few times we connect, but yeah, we didn't have the progression behind the line. I think the game honestly was really well played from both teams. I already share my congratulations for how they approached the game, the effort that two top players like Pavlidis and Sudakov did to try to cover all the passing lines. So I think again it's remarkable the work that the coach did and how the players applied, and we did again enough to win the game because the biggest chances were in our side, maybe not as much as we are used to see, but again it's okay like this.
Hi, Mr. The
Diogo Souza, JPN. In your fourth official game as Porto coach, you beat the national champion Sporting, and now you just draw against Porto's biggest rivals, Benfica and Mourinho. You have mentioned before in an interview that Mourinho in Inter is one of your biggest idols. How does it feel to be in the tactical battle neck to neck to one of the most condecorated coaches in the world? Thank you.
Honestly, I think it's a privilege. Yeah, I will not say anything more than this one. I think I already spoke enough about the respect that I have for Mr. Mourinho, and of course to be, let's say, bench side by side is absolutely an honor. And I think today we enjoy, both of us, the game in the way that we prepare, in the way that we manage, and as I say, the results is fair.
Mais futebol?
Hello, Mr. Farioli, Sergio Pires, Mais Futebol. You faced Benfica and you faced Sporting this year. In tactical terms, what was the most challenging opponent?
Both. Different, but both.
Yes. Can you explain a little bit more?
If we go in details, we stay here till the next international break. So different rotation, different system, different moment of the team, different players. So this one changed completely the plan. So it's difficult to go more in depth. If you have patience, I will explain you later.
Last one with Zigo.
Hello, Mr. Farioli. Hello, Mr. Farioli. This is Jeff Osai from Ziggo Sport. Question: have you been following your previous team in Amsterdam as of recent?
Sorry?
Have you been following your previous team as of recent in Amsterdam?
So if I follow Ajax?
Yes.
Yeah, I watch games sometimes, of course.
And have you received messages from the Ajax fans?
No.
No? Because they miss you very much. And is there a chance that you will come back one day to complete the mission?
No, about this one, I think it's not really the place where we need to discuss. I think the day that I left, I made really clear myself about the fact that if one day in the future I will have the chance, it will be a pleasure to go back to Ajax, and definitely Ajax will be my only club in the Netherlands. So it was clear at the time, it's clear now, it's clear forever. Thank you.
Obrigado a todos, bom trabalho.
As palavras de Francesco Farioli na sala de imprensa, o técnico do Futebol Clube de Porto. Foi uma conferência de imprensa demasiado extensa, digamos assim, positivamente falando, foi bastante rica para